share a quick story from my day at work. I think it'd be beneficial if you guys heard this story and then took a second to think about what you're doing with your knowledge, with your gifts, with your powers, if you will, right? I like to think that with my knowledge of insurance, sometimes I have the power to educate and empower folks when it comes to making this decision that's coming up only now in a couple of days. So, open enrollment November 1st. Lock that in your calendar and your brain, wherever you keep important information, because I spent about 2 hours talking to a guy this evening right before I got off of work, probably around 3 o'clock till about 5 o'clock. I spent 2 hours talking to this guy about insurance, about getting his family covered. And one of the things that I learned from that conversation is that regardless of what people are doing and what you might think they're earning and what they can afford or what they can't afford, there's people that need help and support. And this gentleman, even though he's a CPA, was trying to find a way to work the system and get the most amount of tax credits possible just because he could try to write some things off on the back end. Spent 2 hours of my time. Wendy, what's happening? I see you. Spent 2 hours of my time with this guy trying to help him figure out which plan was going to work out for him and help him get signed up and explain tax credits and all of these terms so that he can get what he needed. But what was sad was that he was even willing to try to change the date of birth for one of his sons if it meant that he was going to save some money on a monthly basis and then deal with the consequences later. I'm like, dude, really? You want to change your son's date of birth so that you can get more tax credits? And he's like, yeah, I'm a CPA, so I'm going to figure it all out later. I'll deal with them. If they want to fight, I'm going to, it's all good. Da, da, da. I'm just glad that all this is being recorded, because I'm like, again, when you think of what you're spending money on, that's exactly what that is. And it's so crazy because what you think you're saving money on, you're not saving anything on, because you're going to turn around and you're going to get hit when tax time comes. So whatever you think you're saving on for the next 2 months, you're going to pay back when you just file your taxes. But if you think you've got so much information and knowledge when it comes to taxes that you're willing to take a chance to commit insurance fraud, lie on an application only to save a couple of bucks for 2 months, and then next year, what are you going to do? The same exact thing? Or we're going to start trying to go through this 2 hour conversation again, right? So basically, it's not worth it, people. If you're watching this on a replay, if you're watching it right now, it's not worth it to try to save a couple of bucks in a month or two and then deal with way more tax liabilities when you file your taxes. It makes no sense. You don't want to get into a situation with the IRS. Instead, find a different plan that actually works for you, that you can afford, and it does not have to be health insurance. There's so many options out there that will give you coverage, good coverage that you need, things from prescription, doctors, specialists, whatever you need, and it doesn't have to break the bank. And I've said it several times. If you guys want information, if you guys have questions, I've put out some videos, watch it. But the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation where the IRS is coming after you because you lied on your taxes, or you lied on your health application. Now you owe money on your taxes, and they're looking at you like, where's that money? We need it. And you might not be in a good situation at that time when they want their money. And we all know they're not playing about it. They want their money. So just find something that makes sense. And once you get yourself taken care of, you'll have the coverage that you need, and you don't even have to deal with the IRS. I'm with you. It says F the IRS. I'm with you. Big Chungus. Hope I said that right. But yeah, With this alternative solution, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to even worry about the IRS. All you need, two pieces of information, and you can get coverage as soon as November 1st. You don't even have to wait till open enrollment to start filling out your application for a January 1st start date. He says they're the real criminals. That's absolutely right. And who's policing them, right? So at the end of the day, a lot of people I see complain about the condition of healthcare today, but no one wants to take advantage of any of the solutions and all the alternatives and the options that we have. It's like complaining is the thing to do, even though it doesn't solve the problem. So with open enrollment coming up in November, man, if you're still excited about health insurance and you want to take that route, the date is coming up. It's coming up quickly in a couple of days. So get informed, educate yourself so you understand what's out there and how everything works. If you're looking at an alternative solution besides that and you want something else, let me know. Leave me a message and I can definitely get in touch. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. If you guys want to get more information for other solutions that might work out way better, I'm almost certain will work out way better than traditional insurance for you. But even if it doesn't, at least we can have the conversation and know. Let's not leave it up to chance. But I hope you guys are out there winning. It looks like it's gonna rain. It's cold. I don't know if you guys can see the gray clouds, man. It's crazy. But it's a beautiful day. I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I could share with you guys. And I want to be able to provide as much information as possible. If anybody has questions on the replay, leave them in the comments section and I will be sure to answer. If I can help you in any way, I'm here for it. I want to see you winning, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy. We'll talk soon. Peace.